All right, so welcome to our first podcast episode of Was It Good Though, where we discuss movies and shows of all genres. I am one of your hosts. I am Jazz, and I'm here with two nerds. Two gentlemen, Kris and Jason.
How's shade before the intro even finished?
That's the vibes we got here. That's what we doing.
Sorry,
It's mad wild. That's the first thing to start it, but it's cool. I'll own up to my nerdism.
Oh, y'all nerds. I ain't nerds. I don't know what y'all talking about. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Fine. Well, we discuss movies all the time, so might as well make a pod for it. Am I right?
Might as well make a podcast. Yeah. Look, it's crazy because the movie we're reviewing today is actually the reason why we started this podcast. Technically, if you want to go butterfly effect, if you can't tell by the background, we reviewing Scream 5 to be exact. This movie came out in January, I believe, and it was a big topic of discussion among the group. Jazz is smiling already for whatever reason. I know why, but y'all about to find out too. So first, we're just gonna start it off. How'd y'all feel about the movie? I want Jazz to go first. Actually, no, I want Jason to go first because Jazz itching to go.
You already know what I'm gonna say.
Itching. So I want Jason to go first, and then I'm gonna let Jazz
go. Man, for me, growing up with Scream has always been, it's always been one of my favorite horror movies because, like I said, it's more relatable than a lot of them. And somebody could literally just go crazy in your neighborhood, and it could be somebody very close to you. So we're going with the history of the Scream movies. I enjoyed Scream 5 a lot personally. It definitely felt like a big homage to the previous movies. So like I hear that great, but again, for me, I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna be honest, Jason. I'm waiting for Jazz to talk. I'm gonna be honest.
No.
She's like jumping out of her seat, like she just been laughing the whole time.
And look. You see, I kept it. I left everything out there. I didn't talk about a thing. Do that. I left it all for her.
Yeah. Don't do that. We're not doing that. This is not Jazz's episode to go ham.
No, we're not doing it.
Jason, go ahead and finish like all the. We don't need the history of the movies though, because that's gonna have this pod take way too long. You was about to go there. It was like, had to bring you back.
I wasn't. I promise. That was it. I mean, that's it. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I have my strong characters I enjoyed. Tara, she was a strong one. Roger wasn't a character, but Roger's voice, I mean, that's iconic. So I enjoyed Roger's voice in the beginning of the actual movie. And I'm probably gonna get flack for this, but I actually enjoyed Richie, the bullshit that he was selling us. I enjoyed the bullshit Richie was selling us. I'm sorry. I enjoyed it. So yeah, no, I liked it. He was a cool killer in the world of today because it's all about fandom and toxic fandom, which you are. So we're just waiting to hear what you gotta say.
Crazy.
Here we go. That's wild. I'm not a toxic fan at all whatsoever.
We about to find out.
Relax. All right. Is it on me? Jason, you good? You got anything else you want to add?
Look, man, I ain't got nothing to say.
I want to add.
Jazz about to go.
Nothing? Oh, wow.
Take it.
All right, so
you see Jason at the high, he know what's coming.
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that. So I broke my stuff down with the things that I liked about the movie and the things that I did not like about the movie. Yeah, I got notes.
Oh man.
No, I'm not gonna do that. Like the kills in this movie, I thought were amazing. Like super gore, like they was wild. You got the killer killing folks in front of their house, like touche. That was a good kill. And then the knife in the throat.
Judy. R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
Hey, them lemon squares was trash. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
But I definitely appreciated the Randy connection. And then the fact that they brought back his sister, I thought was really cool since we saw her in Scream 3, which a lot of y'all don't like. We're not gonna go down that road. So I thought that was pretty cool that they brought her into it. And I thought the connection to Stu's house and the closing scene. I thought that was pretty cool to bring it back to Scream 1. So it had some really good references. Dewey's death, which, I mean, going to Scream 5, you know somebody gonna die. Not see it because
one of the OGs had to.
Yeah, you knew one of them had to go, and it had to be Dewey. So I wasn't mad at his death. I was shocked a little bit, but he had a cool death. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, his death was, that shit was like, wow. Amber put the knife in the front and the back.
Both of them.
Because our movie has stakes, baby.
All right, so that's my positives. Now let me go to my negatives.
Wait, tell me. Before you get to your negatives, because I'm gonna let you get this off, because I'm very excited for your negative. But Jason, I want to ask you first, because Jazz about to go in, so I'm gonna ask Jason. Jason, what was your favorite kill in the movie?
My favorite kill, it was in between. That's a hard one for me personally. So it was in between Judy getting killed, Dewey getting killed, and I know Jazz has a problem with it. I'm going to argue her down if she brings it up.
Man,
Amber killing Liv was dope to me.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that, but that's cool.
Nobody was, because that shit was trash. like
Jazz. If Billy would have killed Jamie or Randy in the first movie the same exact way, because that's what it was. It was a play. They flipped it. In the beginning of Scream 1, they killed the person. In this one, they did not. In Scream 1, they did not kill. They did not kill Randy. They just shot him. In this one, they actually killed the person when they introduced Act 3. So it's the same. I mean,
well, if you remember, like, Randy didn't die because Randy was a virgin.
Oh, rules. You got the rules.
Just saying, you gotta remember the rules. So
was Liv a virgin?
You said who?
Was Liv a virgin?
She wasn't having sex with her boyfriend, but we don't know what she did. But she hooked up with Vince.
Other dude, at the beginning. So she definitely wasn't.
You think Wes was getting pussy?
No. The highlights in his hair had me like, nah, that nigga ain't doing that. Excuse me. He ain't fucking on nothing. So, no, I don't think Wes was doing anything. But Wes got a damn knife in the throat. Like, the thing is, if you think about all the screams, if you shoot somebody, you have to shoot them in the head. So hypothetically, Amber knew that. Hell, anybody that saw all the damn stab movies knew that. So that's why she shot Liv in the head. Because you got to make sure they did. But if she would have shot her in the chest, either the way, it don't matter where she would have gotten shot. She wasn't a virgin, so the bitch would have died anyway. She just died. The way she died this time, she's not going to have an open casket. Unless they put a hat on her head. But, it is what it is.
Welcome to Act 3.
Church has me here. So we just skipped over like the whole movie and went straight to Act 3 because shout out to Jazz. But one thing I wanted to talk about, which is interesting plot point in the movie. A lot of times, you got movies, especially horror movies, where we go, you get a 7 variation, 8, 9, 10, blah, blah, blah. It gets a little bit stale. For this movie being the 5th one, and we're going to go into ranking later. I don't want to do that yet. But come on, see, this is why I want to do it yet, because I see Jazz. Look, everything I say or Jason say, Jazz going to like have a reaction. So I'm loving this right now. Great. She could just go. But before we get to that, one of the biggest things, like I said, was the introduction of what they called a requel. And Jason, I know this was something that you really mentioned when the movie first started, and it was something that you really expanded on a bit. What were your thoughts about this being a requel? And obviously you talked about some of the callbacks to the original movie with the shooting, as opposed to, being just straight up killed in the movie. What are your thoughts on that?
Like I said, we in the world of the requel now. We got the new Jurassic Park about to come out. We just talked about Ghostbusters. Like everything that we grew up on is getting a new version, and they're trying to pass it to the next people. Texas Chainsaw Massacre wasn't the best version or the best conversation to talk about, but this one I really enjoy. Like, you can tell that the people that created it, which
Wes Craven,
not Wes Craven. I'm talking about the guys that created this one.
Oh, I thought you meant the creator. Creator, my bad.
I think they do hide and seek. Was that the movie that they created?
Somebody do their homework.
Yeah, that's me. Hey, look. Hey, Hey, as I said previously, yes, we are nerds, but we do get shit wrong. So I'll bring that point back up to you a little bit later. But so for them, you can tell that they were fanboys of Wes. Like you can tell they really follow Wes and what he did. They love the Scream. Like I said, from the homage from the beginning to the call, like the call scene. Like that was, like I said, I know people hated it, but I really enjoyed it. It was just like a different thing, and it just the tension you can tell in Roger's voice because it went from super friendly to I'm finna fuck you up, I'm finna dice you as soon as I get into the actual house. And then, like I said, and then of course you have all the legacy tiebacks from the characters, from Stu's nephew to Randy's nieces and nephews to you got Sid and Dewey, you know, all these different people that are, you know, coming back or being tied back into it, as well as, you know, motives of the actual movie. So it's just, I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
So Jazz, I'm gonna piggyback off of that. This is what you call a segue. This about to be fire. You talked about the callbacks to some of the old characters, right? You mentioned Stu, you mentioned Sydney, you know, everything like that. One person you didn't mention, and she's a I'm gonna say main character. Everybody not gonna like that.
Bruh. Why do I know where this is going? And like I'm gonna let you.
Billy Loomis. He was the killer in the first movie, was he not?
I forgot about him.
You
I want to leave that one for Jazz.
Billy. And the crazy thing about Billy is Billy had a daughter. Billy had a daughter. Her name is Sam, right? So we're gonna talk about Sam in this because, you know, Jason just said it, equal new blood. You know, we got the twins. You know, we got Amber, we got Tara. Ain't nobody mentioned Sam.
Why do you think Jason didn't mention Sam, or that he?
I'm about to ask you what you think of Sam.
About Sam.
No, I'm trying to figure out what you think of Sam. Because to me, Sam was cool. What you think, Jason? Like, she was all right?
She was right. You know, she did what she did what she needed to do.
She did her thing. She had a dope kill at the end. You know, the stab. You know, I mean, Jazz. What's up with Sam?
Y'all about to hate me. Well, anybody listening about to hate me because I hated Sam. Could not stand Sam. I wanted Sam to get a knife in the throat. I wanted all of that shit to happen.
But she's the new.
Nah, kill that bitch and just let let Tara be the final girl because, like, y'all know I hated Sam. And
I'm trying to figure out why.
Sam was on my negative list of things that I did not like about this movie. Like, her character just aggravated me so much because she seems so stupid. And then plus, like, it's just, I don't know if it was the acting from the actress that was just, it didn't seem natural to me, which is why I hope she dies in the next one at the beginning.
At the beginning? So like Cotton wanted to get Cotton?
Get that bitch out of here like ASAP.
That's crazy.
And let Tara be on the phone and let Tara be the final girl. Plus, I like the actress a lot better. But
oh, it's biased. That's crazy.
I mean,
for me, Tara, you know, I got Sam ahead of Tara in this movie.
You wow. I mean, hell, Tara was high the whole movie because she was on pain medications.
And she was in a wheelchair. She was, you know.
But she did say, Sam, no. Yeah, she was like, Sam, like, get the fuck out of my room. Like, how you come in my room? I almost got killed yesterday. And then you come in here telling me who your daddy is. Like, bitch, read the room. Like, she's sitting here like, I'm so high right now when you dropping all this shit on me. And that's exactly what she said. Cause she's just like, oh, it's my fault. Bitch, tell me next week when we are safe. Don't tell me now. Look.
Survival wasn't guaranteed. This Scream, what you mean?
I'm just saying, like, I
might not have been in next week.
Imagine somebody telling you just got in a fucking car accident and your leg's gone, Kris, and
yo.
And then it's just like, they was like, Kris, by the way, like, if I didn't put regular gas in your car and if I would have put the premium that you needed, you would, like, it, or just some dumb shit. Like, that information can't help me right now.
Like, gas prices set up at regular.
Yeah.
But no, I feel you. That little shot was, you know, we gonna ignore that right now. But look, one of the interesting things for me was I don't want to say, I guess the tension, because I remember Wes is killed. And there was a moment when he was in the house and it's like, he opened the refrigerator, he get out the shower, you know, he's doing this and doing that. That was one of the parts for me that was a highlight of the film, because I remember watching the movie in theaters and like I knew he was dead, right? But a part of me was like, they're not going to kill him. This is like a, like to try to throw you off. So that was one of the things that I found interesting. As far as Sam and the whole connection, we still on Sam, don't roll your eyes. Sam and the whole connection to the previous movie. Jason, I want to get your thoughts on the callbacks because there were some good callbacks, as you mentioned. But there were a couple that we've discussed, and I want you to touch on them a bit that really fell flat, and quite frankly, one that we all felt was sort of unnecessary. I think you know which one I'm talking about. So, like, what was your thoughts on
Skeet? Billy, man, they should have kept that bullshit. They could have kept that weak ass. I don't know what the fuck they was thinking or doing. Like one time would have been cool. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been, but like constantly seeing him, like he helping, he talking to her in the car as she's leaving. He's talking to her at the end of the movie, like, "Hey, bitch, you dropped your knife." Like, come on, bro, fuck out of here, nigga. It's just a mirror. I'm like, that was a horrible. Just like they did Randy, it could have been a Billy ghost. Not even him not being there, but just you know what I'm saying? Just like Randy was just a picture. There was nothing else of Randy. Although you do have the movie that Mindy was watching. That was probably like the dopest callback in the movie.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't like the callback to Billy with him being as iconic as he is. I get why they brought him back, but no, there was a better way to do that one. That's my only huge hell the fuck nah in this movie.
I think because I saw some comments like after the movie dropped, a lot of people hated that shit. They was just like, why did you feel the need to bring Billy and he's showing up in the mirror and shit? Like, we don't need that. And so I think they were just trying to have that connection to Scream 3 because Sid was seeing her mom, which I think that's one of the reasons why people did not like Scream 3, because it's just like, bitch, you got a ghost going through a gate. Don't ghosts go through solid objects, but I'm not here to bash. I enjoy Scream 3. Let me go ahead and throw that out there. I'm not here to bash it, but that part in it just didn't make much sense. And I think that's probably what they were thinking with Scream 5. Like, oh, let's bring Skeet back in here and her dad can talk to her. But I mean, I feel like honestly, if Billy was not even in the movie, you would have had a better reaction to finding out that Sam was Billy's daughter. Like you didn't need him in the movie at all. They could have saved him. Well, no, just don't bring him back at all. But yeah, Jason, I feel you like, I think that was
also, and while you're here, we're talking about the revealing of Billy. Also, when they allowed Sam to reveal it to Tara, there was another thing I didn't like the way it's just like we 15 minutes into the movie and she just, this is what's going on. And that would have been a dope ass call, like not callback, but a dope ass thing to allow play out, at the end. Like, so I get, you might want to go ahead and just put that out there so you understand what they're trying to, I guess, keep the secret. I mean, but I honestly don't know why. Because I mean, the dad left Sam and Tara, so shit, I don't know why they kept that shit a secret. I'm gonna goddamn me drunk at this point. So
I guess because of Billy, half the town got killed. Like them niggas can't keep no kind of police presence at
horrible
all
police presence. Horrible.
It's pretty trash. It ain't nobody in the hospital ever. Yeah. So
plot devices. Of course, we talking about Scream. The biggest draw for Scream is who's the killer, who done it. Of course, this movie had 2 killers. Of course, that's been the theme for all the Scream movies except for Scream 3. So this movie, I'm clearing my throat. We good. So this movie, the killers, Richie and Amber. What were you guys' thoughts on those guys?
Trash.
There you go.
I mean, like they're at the bottom of the barrel for my like favorite killers.
Really?
That's all I got.
Yeah, just because?
Well, I mean, the kills were fire. Like I said at the beginning of the episode, like the kills were dope. Amber was putting in a lot of work. Like this bitch recording herself at the house, sending to Tara, texting Tara on the way to go stab Tara. Like she was working overtime if you think about it.
Amber is fucking up there. She was not a likable character like Billy. She was not a likable. Yeah. She wasn't crazy. She wasn't as crazy as Jill. She wasn't as dedicated as Billy Mammy.
The
But she
man.
was putting it, but she was putting in work like old boy from Scream 3. Like she was going out. She wasn't bull.
Who the fuck did Richie kill?
Richie was in the hospital. I feel like he was definitely in the hospital.
He tried to attack Sam. Yeah, that nigga didn't do nothing. So what?
He was
Amber should have killed Richie. Amber should have just killed Richie. Be like, man, fuck all this. I'm gonna take the credit for everybody because that's what I've been killing everybody.
Man, but Richie's character was more likable though for me, because it was just like even at the end with his little monologue as he started talking, and he was like the entire movie. The one thing I do love about the Scream movies is that they talking to the crowd at the same time. So like when he revealed himself, he was like, "Damn, bummer, right? It's me. Goddamn, Dewey told you in the beginning." And like you over here looking at everybody else, he said, "But I'm just gonna be real. It was the best choice for this movie." And it's just like the whole thing of he talking to, I'm telling you the movie I'm creating, but I'm also talking to the fans. Like, duh. Based on this, who the fuck else was you gonna pick to be the killer? It doesn't make sense for anybody else. Although my theory with Sam,
we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get that. That's an interesting theory though.
What was that?
I feel like this movie too with the killers, you had the obvious one and then the one where you sort of second guessing it, and then you get to the point where you're like, oh, it's definitely them, and then you're like, no, maybe it's not. Then we have the big reveal. I feel like that was Richie. Amber, she was extremely suspect the whole movie, in my opinion. And I think y'all can agree with that. She was super obvious when she was in the basement with Mindy, when she was at the beginning where she didn't like, Sam, or like she always just seemed like the outcast one where it's just be like, she gonna snap any minute. And I feel like me personally, I enjoyed the killers. I'm not as much of a stickler as Daz. No, I'm just saying this your lane. I'm trying to give you space. Like this your lane. Like I liked it, and we're gonna get into rankings and stuff later. I liked it, but you was just like, we start talking about it. Jazz is like, nah. I'm like, it's all good. But for me, the killers was dope. The kills were good. Of course, we mentioned the Dewey kill, the West kill. One kill I wanted to talk about, and this is going to sort of go into what Jason was starting to talk about, was Sam killing Richie at the end. And it was like a very just super violent, like we've seen Sydney kill, Ghostface in the past, but like when Sam did it, it was like built up, like of course as her boyfriend and everything, but it just seemed extra gory, and I don't know what they were really going for. It wasn't one of my favorite kills because I just feel like he kept getting stabbed and he was still alive at the, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed, it's a movie, but it just kind of felt like, all right. But I see what they were going for with that. But like I was saying, for Sam's kill, Jason, you had a theory about Sam and you sort of touched on it. I cut you off, but I want to go back to that. What was your theory in regards to Sam and I guess the future of the Scream franchise, where they may be going? We know Scream 6 is coming out next year. So what's up with Sam? Where were you going with that?
So with Sam, I don't know how we will be able to, or how that would even be able to spin that. But the way Sam killed Richie was very similar to how Judy was killed outside of her house.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like I said. So even with the, the kill, and then she even wiped the knife off with her just bare hand, just clean the knife off. Right. Same exact way. Right. The kill was done outside. So like I said, it would be a nice twist for her. Like I said, so her character, it would have to do something that would make it, it'd be something different. Like it has to be something different because we've seen it all. I don't want to, and I'm trying not to get too far ahead of myself. We don't want the whole thing of the phone call. They at the house, they at another house at the end of the party. The whole, whole rigmarole every time. So I don't know, something with her, like another twist, like outside of her just, violently killing the killers at the end again. There got to be something else.
Got to be something different.
Got to be something different with her.
Jazz, you agree with that theory, or what you think about that?
I already told y'all, like, I just want her to die in the first one. Or
she just want her to just get straight up cotton, like
get her out of here. But no, like Jason, I see what you're saying, because, and it came to me when you brought up like when we've seen Nev kill, or Sydney or Gail. When was there ever a time where they was like stabbing the killer? I know Sydney stabbed her brother Ronan in Scream 3 in the chest, but he had a vest on. So then he ended up like dying by gunshot. But like, have you ever seen any of the like legacy characters actually stabs the killer? Like you never see that. Exactly. So I mean, I see what you're saying to where it might be a theory to where Sam could possibly be the killer in the next one, and she's actually the one who killed Judy. But then that would mean she had to kill Wes. Maybe, unless the other killer was gonna kill Wes anyway, and then they just two Ghostface running around that nice ass neighborhood. You never know. But can you imagine somebody getting in your Uber in a damn Ghostface outfit? Like, hey, let me I need you to drop me off over here. But you never know. But what?
So is that Amber? So it's supposed to be Amber too? Because I mean, Sam driving the car.
Well, Richie was at the damn motel. It looked like a motel. Damn sure it looked like no hotel. So, and Woodsboro don't seem like a place that got nice hotels. Them niggas got outside motels, like the shit's for roaches. But
I mean, he could have killed and then went back to the room and got some peace and started watching the movies, act like he was dead the whole time.
I mean, he could have, but I don't know. Sam just need to get out of here.
Well, tell us how you really feel.
I've been killing that for like this whole episode.
So, as we know, this was the first movie of the Scream franchise that Wes Craven, RP, did not direct. I guess, how did you get Jazz? That
was to Jason.
Oh, okay.
That face reaction was to Jason.
So let's cut to it. Why'd you make that face reaction? What's up? What's good?
Look, go ahead and finish your monologue because they're gonna find out soon as you get it off. Because
I'm done, to be honest with you. I'm trying to see what the beef is.
Where were you going with your statement?
I was just saying RP to Wes Craven. It's the first movie he did. What was the how y'all feel differences in the quality or anything? But Jason, what's up? Get it off your chest, man. That's what we here for.
That's what it is. Here we go. So if you got any kids listening at this point, just go ahead and turn it off. Because Jason gonna be on some bullshit.
Y'all seen that RDC World instigating? Let's go.
Go ahead, Jason. Go ahead.
I mean, so for me, this was the first movie without Wes Craven. And I enjoyed it. Like I said, the movie damn near was a copy paste. They just added new people into it, and the people that we know and love, they're just older, so they just basically, like I said, they were passing the torch when it comes from it. Like I said, as far as with Wes Craven, just his impact in horror, I mean, it can't be denied as far as what he's brought and what he's done as far as movies. Now,
yeah, for sure.
So as far as pacing, when it comes to this movie,
this is the last segment of the podcast.
As far as when it comes to the pacing, I was more at the edge of my seat with these characters than I have been.
Fuck out of here.
I mean, so let me not say so, because like I said, Scream 4 is about way better than what this was. I'm not gonna, and Wes Craven was a part of it. But he did do Scream 2 and he did do Scream 3.
My nigga, Scream 2 wasn't trash. Like, what are you even talking about? I'll go ahead and let you go ahead and bash Scream 3 because a lot of y'all motherfuckers do that. My
it's
nigga,
you're not gonna bash. Don't say a lot. We
nah.
We got like 10 people here. Nah, we bash Scream 3.
Them niggas that's listening to this pod gonna be like, yeah, I do be seeing people bash Scream 3.
They probably bashed it along with us.
Do not get on here and talk about Scream 2, my nigga. Don't do that.
So for me, I'm gonna be completely honest. Scream 2 and Scream 5 are interchangeable at the 3 and 4 spot for me. They're interchangeable. I love the kills, and I love it's a continuation when it comes to Scream 2. And just again, that was one of my first horror movies I seen in theaters. I'm aging myself here, but I was a baby. I shouldn't have been in the theater, but I was there, and I seen this in movies.
See, you try to save somebody who's a baby. Now you old.
I was 7. When it came, I was 7 when it dropped. Now, Scream 5, like I said, as far as pacing, like Scream 2, you got this bitch ass play sitting there at a school play, tripping
My
out.
nigga, she was trying to get over her trauma.
I don't give a fuck what she was trying to get over.
I wasn't feeling don't get involved in the arts.
Then you got the then what? It's just it was just a whole bunch. She should have, but she don't. She don't look like she plays sports though.
But she's running from her getting a knife in her throat. Imagine trying out for a sport and they like, yeah, we know you got 3-5 movies out there of niggas trying to kill you, but you're not athletic enough to dodge
crazy
balls and shit like on the court, but you dodging knives. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
Because you can dodge the killer, don't mean you can get out on the football field.
Get the fuck out.
I'm not, not that she was not that she was doing it, but so like I said, so pacing from Wes Craven's movie to this movie here, I enjoyed this. Like I said, Scream 1 is the classic. That's the legacy. So I'm not going to even talk about even putting that in there. But as far as like I said, pacing from one movie to the other one, it's that. But like I said, I don't know. Like I said, Wes Craven. I mean, his sequels. I mean, we can go to Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, they just don't hold up. The sequels don't hold up.
You wilding right now. Wow. So today you talking about the sequels don't hold up? But like
I said that yesterday. I said what is Wes' best work? And I said it's Scream. You're not gonna tell you, and you said it's Nightmare because it scared you more. But because you out here having dreams every night.
Ooh, we called you.
First off, don't nobody even need to know that I got dreams on the fucking podcast. First and foremost. So don't even do that. Second, bruh, like you can look at today's art. When I say art, I mean movies and shows. When people reference what Craven's work, hell, we've all just seen Stranger Things, the latest season, part 1. We saw Kruger in that bitch. And just like you look at a lot of things and then like pieces that was in that whole season, you saw like, oh, Craven had an impact on that. Craven had an impact on a lot of the horror movies that we watch outside of like possessive cult bullshit. No shade. Actually, all the shade. I don't give a fuck. And so I'm just saying, just because Jason be out here trying to hate on Craven, and I'm just like, you are insane, sir. You doing a movie and TV show pod where Craven has his hands in both, talking about his catalog.
Wait,
wait.
Jason, hold on, Jason. So you saying Craven, like what's another name that you would maybe throw out there that you would like, because Craven, I'm trying to see what his levels to it. So like, you got somebody else maybe?
I mean, you got John Carpenter in his Halloween, his Halloween franchise. I mean, you got Sam Raimi. He's jumped back and forth from horror. And I mean, Jazz. I mean, you love you said. I mean, I know you said Freddy Krueger scared you. What was the other movie that scared you?
From Craven?
No. From Sam Raimi. Well, it was a movie you said that scared you. There's been 2 movies I know you said that actually scared you. And you
from Sam Raimi?
No, just period. And Freddy Krueger was one.
When I was younger, Freddy Krueger and It scared me. So that's Stephen King and Wes Craven.
You said The Ring 2.
The Ring 2 didn't scare me because that was
not the Ring 2. Not The Ring 2. I said The Ring.
Oh, I mean the first one. Hell yeah. I mean,
okay, give Sam his props.
But hold on.
Sam is that guy.
Jason, you are not gonna sit up here and say Sam is on the fucking level of Wes Craven. You not gonna do that.
You sound like me.
You wildin', my nigga. My nigga.
Now look. To be fair, this kind of conversation that we having is a Michael Jordan LeBron conversation. Kris, would you agree?
I'm with it.
Kris instigated. Kris don't agree with
this. Listen. The Last House on the Left was dropped in 7. I love that movie. It's better than the remake, and I enjoy the remake. I love that movie, and it was just eerie, and especially I can't even imagine looking at some shit like that back in the 70s. But then you got Evil Dead. I mean, so you can tell where he got his influences from someone that came before him. So I can't say he's better than him, but we're not gonna discredit him like he's not up there. Come on now.
Sound like she said he's not that guy.
That's
what it sounds like to me. I don't know.
The man, his screenwriter is from Dawson's Creek, bro. I don't want to. Wes Craven's
But hold on, hold on.
is from Dawson's Creek.
You
bro.
said he's from Dawson's Creek, but Jason, what dropped first? Go do your homework real quick.
You mean
Actually,
Creed?
no, you think about it. Kevin Williamson did Scream 1. Scream 1 dropped before Dawson's Creek. So you can't say he's from Dawson's Creek when he created, he was on board with Scream 1 first. Scream is where fuck that Dawson's Creek shit. Maybe he said, you know what? I'm gonna go to hell for this movie. Let me get some wholesome shit out there for the people to film in like North Carolina, some white love shit. That's what he went to go do after he was like, but I'm gonna kill these niggas first. And that's what he did. And that's what he been doing, executive producing on all these damn movies. So
he was bringing his people in from Dawson's Creek into the Scream movie.
But where was he at first, Jason?
He was a Scream. He was definitely with Scream.
I just needed that recorded. Good. Now you know. What else you got, Kris? Because
I'm just, it sounded like Jason was saying Wes ain't that guy, so I just wanted clarification.
Jason is fucking insane. Like
I'm not. No, so look, as far as I'm not saying Wes not, because you have to pay your respects to him, because people are taking, like, slashers are a thing. He didn't create the slasher, but slashers are a thing. He definitely upped the ante when it comes to it. He reinvented it. He reinvigorated horror in the 90s. You can't take that away from him. But I mean, Sam. I feel like Sam is up there.
Anytime somebody says some shit and then they say, but
I didn't take anything from him. I'm just saying I feel like Sam Raimi is up there. I feel like if he was to go down to do top 5, maybe top 10 for sure, top 5 horror creators, Sam Raimi is going to make that list. Is he not?
I personally, like, off the top of my head, I got 3 main ones. But if I look up the other movies that, like, horror movies that had a huge impact, I can't sit up here acting like I know all the directors. But I don't know if I'm gonna put him in top 5. But I just need to do my own homework. Like, and that's no disrespect to him, because, like, a lot of the work that he's done, like, I'm a fan of his movies. I'm not disrespecting Sam at all whatsoever, but I'm saying he ain't up there with Wes. That's what Jazz is saying. And Jason, when he was trying to make his point is in the process of disrespecting Wes, as we are reviewing a Wes Craven fucking movie.
And I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to be disrespectful towards him.
And then you over here talking about sequels don't hold up.
They don't.
Nah, you wildin', bro. You wildin'.
They don't.
We just seen Stranger Things, and my nigga was in the movie. And like the references.
Now, Stranger Things is different. Now that's a different conversation, because Robert Englund is solidified. He solidified himself. His legacy is cemented, regardless of the bullshit Beetlejuice stuff that Wes Craven had him doing in Nightmare on Elm Street 3, 4, 5. New
Jason.
Nightmare. What?
Jason, we can argue these movies, because I know you are a full-on Michael Myers fan. We're not bringing Michael in this shit. Because you're not gonna sit up here act like all the Michael Myers films were fire. You're not gonna do that. Even after
I didn't say that. I ain't say that. I ain't say that. Whoa. I ain't say that.
Like, I'm just sitting here, like, a lot of them niggas didn't have really good sequels. If we keeping it a buck.
Jason was the worst. Jason had
Let's
the
not
worst.
even talk about Jason. I don't even think about Jason when I think of horror, because Jason was just terrible. Oh God, he's a classic. Look, anybody listening to this, please go back and watch those fucking Friday the 13th movies. They did not age well. Chucky, but then, like, Chucky, you could probably still get some Chucky shit off. He got a whole show right now.
He got a TV show right now. It's actually it's pretty good. It's pretty.
I heard,
It's just fucked up be killing kids. I don't like that part of it, and I mean, like, 8th graders. That's fucked up.
Like kids. All right, we ain't gonna go.
I'm talking about like 8th graders. Like 8th grade, like, bro, that's fucked up. Like, at least these niggas have grown. They almost grown in this movie.
Chucky always said fuck them kids. He just
we ain't talking about we ain't going to kids. We ain't going to kids. So what it sounded like to me, just based off this conversation, what I heard, Sam Raimi, he got like $1 billion movie about to hit $1 billion, and Wes don't. I'm sorry, that and the movie is a sequel too, but that's it. We done. Doctor Strange.
Hold on.
I know you're confused. Doctor Strange is a sequel.
Chris.
I'm
not Chris.
Look,
Chris.
Man too.
That's y'all too. I'm just
Chris. Did you really just try to compare Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange was a little scary. Doctor Strange was a little scary.
There's no way you just did that. Jason, did he just do that?
Did Sam Raimi? Oh, Jason, yes
did
or no?
He just do that?
Jason, yes or no? Sam Raimi directed.
Jason, hold on, Chris, hold on. Jason,
did
he just do that?
He was talking about the catalog. He just talked about the catalog.
Doctor Strange is a sequel.
Doctor Strange 2 is a sequel, and it has a lot of horror elements.
Wes ain't hit $1 billion of sequels.
Hold on.
No. Jazz.
Are you serious right now? You know what?
It's about to hit $1 billion.
Chris. But the simple fact that you try to sit up here and be like, Raimi got this movie coming out. Now Wes is dead, my nigga. Like, what the fuck? And who don't have a movie that a Marvel produced director? Chris, stop.
Yes,
my nigga, stop.
Listen.
I'm sorry. That shit you just did, that was trash.
I just asked the question.
Nah, bro.
All right. Doctor Strange about to hit $1 billion. Wes, Anyway.
Do not disrespect Wes Craven, bro.
No, R.I.P. to GOAT. He is a legend there. Like I said, he definitely redid horror. He made niggas get out there and get back in their books and start writing some shit. Because he made them niggas be like, hey, and sorry, John, but it was because, Halloween was them niggas. They was out there still putting the movies out, and that was ass. And so Wes went out,
you got it, man.
Wrote a script and changed it.
Listen, man, rest in peace, Wes Craven. Sam Raimi just got the sequels a little bit on him. Anyway.
Who is failing a sequel in Marvel? When the last time Marvel dropped a trash movie?
Des.
We're not even on Marvel right now. Well, actually, we are. We're going to pause on screen. Chris, when the last time Marvel dropped a trash movie?
The Eternals just came out last year.
Ooh, that's fucked up. That movie.
I was gonna say Chris didn't like Eternals. He didn't. I mean, he'll put Eternals, and he may even say Black Widow. I don't know.
That wasn't trash either.
I'm not trying to be sexist. Because Jazz went quick to call me sexist. I'm saying.
No, Chris, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna say Captain Marvel, and I was about to be like, nigga, you sexist.
Since we on the topic, Captain Marvel. I mean,
Wonder movie gonna be good though when they do that.
Anyway, back to Scream. I guess
completely off track.
In case y'all didn't know, that was the ledge segment of this podcast where they clearly I just let them go.
You on some wild shit. Man, I'm gonna wait till we stop recording. I'm gonna flame your ass for that shit.
After we stop recording, it don't count. We good.
Nah.
So obviously, you good, Jazz? You got everything?
Woosah.
Yeah, just woosah. You got it. Woosah. All right. So clearly that's out of the way. The big question and the reason we're all here, was it good though? I'm gonna start with myself because I want to let y'all cool down a little bit. Jazz, she rocking in her chair. Her back itch all of a sudden. I don't know where that came from. Like she just out. I just wanted to cool that. I got you, Jazz. I'm looking out for you. Was it good though? It was good. To me, and I remember when we first discussed this, especially me and Jazz, we discussed it. It felt like Toy Story 4-ish, where it was good. It wasn't really necessary, but I appreciated what we got. No, Jason, 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 don't get on me now. Hold up. This is you versus Jazz. Like I'm neutral, so like you can't come for me yet. But I got you. It was Toy Story 4-ish. It was good. Like I'm glad we got Scream 5, but we would have been fine without Scream 5. Come on.
That should have been your ledge.
That's my ledge. I mean, that's my ledge. It was good, but like, come on. Dewey did, like I get it. Jazz hated Sam, so we could have did without her, according to her. Yeah, so it was good. I liked it. If I had to rank the films, and we've done this before, it's ahead of 3. Because duh. And it's behind 1, 4, and 2 in that order. So I'm gonna go 1, 4, then 2, then 5, and then since it's part of the franchise, we'll just say 3 is last. I feel like it's a given, but some people here like that movie. But Jason, was it?
I did.
Oh, okay. Thank you for clarifying that, Jasmine.
I'm sure we didn't. I'm not ashamed of it.
Okay, so hold up, real quick before we get to Jason. Why do you like Scream 3 so much?
I honestly, I like even though I know they had to do the script multiple times because the script kept leaking, but I thought it was creative how it was 3 scripts dropped because it tagged back to what was happening with Scream 3 when they were making it. And so they weren't sure who the killer was, but the killer was following one of the scripts that was leaked. So, and the fact that they weren't going after the actual characters, they were going after their actors in the movie. So I just thought the concept of it was creative. And then the fact that you found out it was her long lost brother because her mama was a hoe. And he was just like, you took everything that was supposed to be mine because I was the firstborn. And she just said, fuck you. You was my son when I was a hoe. So I'm not a hoe no more because I got this family. And he was just, and so he just snapped. And then, right. So, but I will say, like, and just to go back to Scream 5, when Sid and Gail was in the car, Sid was like, Billy Loomis started this. And I'm like, he didn't know. It was actually Ronan. Ronan started everything. Ronan's the one who pretty much gave Billy all the information that he needed for him to snap. So I kind of wish they would have referenced, they would have done that part 3 connection instead of the fucking Billy Loomis ghost. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah. I don't remember what your question was. Or even
I was just asking, was it good? Was it good though? You I know you like 3, so I wanted you to get
he did. That was his original. Your only question was, why did you like 3 so much?
Yeah, why did you like 3? You told us why she liked 3.
You answered that.
It didn't have too much like blood and stuff because everything that was going on when the movie dropped, but it had that comic relief. Outside of the mama.
It was goofy. What? It was goofy.
Scary movie was better.
That's fucked. I mean, you're not wrong, but that's still fucked up.
They agree.
They're the same movie here. They were killing people in both, and they were both funny.
Yeah.
Scary movie was funnier though. But
so back to the original 5, since Jazz got her Scream 3 take off. Jason, was it good though?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed it. I believe I gave it either an 8 or a 9. That's just me. Like, it wasn't a perfect movie at all, but my gripes in the movie didn't take away from it for me. And as far as with my rankings, I definitely have Scream 1, Scream 4. Like I said, 3 and 4 they interchange. But I think I like 5 more than I like 2. But I definitely enjoyed 2 with the 4th spot, and of course 3. It's the last spot.
You ain't even gotta explain that. We already know. Jazz, was it good though?
It was. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like the movie wasn't. No, don't do that. I never said the movie was trash.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm surprised too. I was waiting for that was a twist.
I mean, I had my issues with it. I wasn't really a big fan of half the cast. All the motherfuckers that got killed, wasn't really a fan of them. And the only one that didn't die that I wasn't a fan of was Sam. She could have got a knife in the neck.
She's the main character. You gotta accept she's the new Sydney.
I'm not. I think it should be Tara.
Okay.
But I'm hoping that's who it is in the next movie. But no, like, I enjoyed it. I saw it in theaters. The kills, like I told y'all, loved it. It wasn't a fan of some of the characters, but I'm not gonna lie, seeing them. But you're gonna see people die in movies like this, but seeing the characters that I don't like get killed, I'm like, oh, you had a nice death though. So I guess like a 50-50.
Bye, whatever.
The kids, I don't know. The people in here, they didn't really allow you to like them, honestly. Like they weren't fleshed out. Like I said, Scream 1 probably was the best because it was only 5. So it was easy to characterize each one of them, allow you to, like them. These kids, it was like too fucking many, as well as trying to bring in the legacy acts. It's just a whole bunch of shit that's going on. So as far as what you liking, but doing anything with them, it was just kind of hard. I feel like it probably could have been better if it was longer, because a lot of those Scream movies, they're like 2 hours, they're over. This right here was like $1.50, I believe, as far as runtime. So they for what they had, how they did it, and how they gave it to us, I enjoyed it. But as far as the likability of the people, it wasn't not really. You either had to like what they were doing as you seen it, or there was nothing else to be given for them.
I agree.
So we all liked it. So our next topic before we wrap this whole thing up is something that Jazz coined called Link of Thrones. She's a big Game of Thrones fan. So we figured that's not shade, Jazz. Peace. It's no shade, I promise.
Nah, you just trying to blame it on me. So if it's trash, then they gonna blame it on me being
Nah. You good. Link of Thrones. So basically what it is we take a character from the film that we're reviewing and we put y'all on to maybe something lesser known that you may not have known about or cared about, or anything that this character or the actor played in. So Jason, I want to start with you. Link of Thrones, who would you like to put us on to? Their movie, TV show, whatever it is. Who you got?
I'm going to pick Jazz's best friend, Sam, aka Melissa Barrera. She was in The Heights. That's a musical, something that Jazz is really into. So she may enjoy her better in that with our guy, Anthony Ramos from Hamilton. They both in there. They're the leads as a love interest. So I think that's a better fit. But that's a better fit for her. This was outside of, I'm not gonna say outside of her range, but this was a different range for her.
Let's say she was trash.
That's when she wanted you to slip up and say she was trash. And like the whole thing was gonna be vindicated if you said.
I don't feel like she was trash. She was a drug user who seen her father in the, she was seeing her father, so she had to keep herself drug induced to keep that shit down.
That's cool.
Jazz, so she was seeing her father in both movies. Oh, that's real unique.
Jazz.
That's what's up.
I was talking about Scream, not the other one, man.
Oh.
I think it's not even Sam. Jazz gets like I hope she don't watch this. If you want, we love you, Melissa. We sorry. Jazz,
we don't. If I could throw gifts out here, I would put the we from Abbott Elementary. Nah.
Melissa, we love you. If you ever watch this, that's fine. We special. We still working on her. Jazz, Link of Thrones, who you got?
All right, so mine is going to be Martha Minks, whose real name is Heather Matarazzo. Y'all can look it up. She was in Hostel Part 2.
Okay.
So older film, still on the, I wouldn't even call Hostel horror. It's just gore.
Porn.
Gore porn, yeah. So pretty much. She was in there. I'm not gonna tell you what happened to her, but it's kind of fucked up. But the movie.
That's Randy's sister, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That name, it sounded like that was her.
Martha, yeah. And because she was in Scream 3.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. If you guys ever, stomach to watch Scream 3 multiple times, you would have seen
Kris.
My bad. Link of Thrones. My bad. Jazz, I'm sorry. Link of Thrones. I'm gonna go with Jack Quaid. Obviously, the killer, Richie. He's the son of Dennis Quaid. And The Boys. The Boys is streaming now on Amazon Prime. He's a main character in The Boys, one of our favorite TV shows. We may get to that one day. Who knows? But I would definitely recommend checking out The Boys. It's a little bit out there, so
especially this latest season.
Yeah, just a warning. Like this show is don't watch it with your kids. I wouldn't recommend Scream, watching that with your kids. Jason, he's special, so we're gonna let that rock. But The Boys, definitely don't watch that with the kids. But that's my Link of Thrones. So we're going pretty much it. So yeah, this was our first episode. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the back and forth with Jazz and Jason, Wes Craven, and Sam Raimi. What you guys thought about Sam? What you guys thought about the movie in general.
We didn't care about Sam.
No, but it's a thought, Jazz. We good.
Right.
I got
My
you.
bad.
We good.
That's why it just registered as to why she's so hyped on Sam Raimi, bro. It's the word Sam. She don't fuck with that.
Which
word.
Sam was you talking about?
I mean, both of them Sam, so it's like clearly that's a trigger for you. I don't know.
I don't have no issue with Sam Raimi, but I just don't think he's up there with Wes Craven. But Sam in this movie, that bitch need to get up out of here. Like,
I'm ready. I'm ready. If you're gonna walk this ledge, we're gonna walk this back one day. Like, this month has been your walk that walk, because you're walking everything back. You're gonna sit down with these catalogs. You'll be like, okay, I can see.
there is no way I'm gonna do that.
I can put them in the top 5.
There is no way I'm gonna.
You're gonna have them in your top 5.
Oh, Kris, I wanted to definitely mention. I don't know if you had this, if you was gonna bring this up, since we are reviewing Scream, talking about what could be coming in Scream 6. Mm-hmm. We found out this week what's not gonna be in Scream 6, which is Neve Campbell, because them motherfuckers don't want to pay her. Yes, true. I'm upset. Yes, I'm frustrated.
Clearly. I mean,
I'm just,
I love Sydney
even though I know Jason gonna sit up here and be like, we don't really need Neve, we don't really need Gail. Okay, I'm not mad at that, because just like their stories are done. But if they not offering to pay her enough money, she was already in the script. She already had a role in the next one, and probably actually the next 2 films. So now you got to go back and rewrite your script again, taking off the main person who been in this damn franchise since the beginning. That's crazy to me. And I'm just like, me being a fan, like seeing, Neve Campbell, I'm a Neve Campbell fan. I'm just like, y'all fucking up. That's like not seeing Jamie Lee Curtis on Halloween, even though they did redo some Halloweens, but we knew she wasn't going to be the original,
They killed her. They killed her on Halloween before too, so it'll be okay.
No, it won't. You see, they brought her back. Hell, you was on our ass talking about y'all seen Halloween Kills. Y'all seen Halloween Kills. Yeah, my nigga, we seen. Well, excuse me, I seen it. I can't speak for everybody else. Some people be rolling around and don't.
Some people be. Yeah, we not getting it. Listen, we wrapping up. Listen, but Jack, it is unfortunate that they didn't pay Neve, what she deserved. Obviously, she's the cornerstone.
Her name is Neve.
Neve, I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry. She's the cornerstone of the franchise. Of course, she's Sydney, main character. Of course, but if it's any consolation,
Gail won't get her ass killed in the next movie.
Yeah, if it's any consolation, we have Sam moving forward. I want to go. We wrapping up. Thanks for listening, everybody. This was the first episode. I had a blast. Clearly, Jazz had a blast. She's been range of emotions up and down, but she good. We got Sam. It's cool. She got it.
Next. All right.
Jason, appreciate it. This was fun. I want to give a shout out to my man Jason Shea. Shea is my guy. He helped us out with the artwork for the podcast, which you guys will be seeing. He helped us out with just a ton of different things, like little things that he did, input, everything. If we did have a 4th cast member, it would definitely be him. Shout out to Jason Shea. Check out his music on all your DSPs. That is Jason Shea. Really dope guy overall, my Canadian brother. So shout outs to him. And
that man is from Cali. Then that man is from California.
Yeah. He's in Canada right now.
He's staying in Compton.
Okay.
Close to Kendrick.
Look, as long as they got poutine, he's gonna be out there. So shout out to Cali, Canada, wherever you want to go. I support the man. Thanks, Shay. Thank you guys. This was fun. First episode, I had a blast. I can tell Jason had a blast getting his takes off. Jazz, Jazz still. Look, we got to wrap up. Jazz still got some stuff she want to get.
She been going crazy in the group chat. She's been going crazy in the group.
I'm about to log out. So I'm off for I'm off to the morning. Jazz ain't getting me tonight.
I do want to say, folks, this is our first podcast. We're trying it out, having a good time and everything. But please subscribe, review, follow. Just trying to see where this goes. Thank you to Kris and Jason. Trying to see what we can do with this. Even though I know Jason's gonna be pissing me off the entire time, so y'all gonna be hearing us cussing at each other the whole time.
Listen,
and
man,
Kris is gonna be just sitting on the sidelines.
Oh, I'm here for it. Listen, man, I'm here for it. But the whole thing, I just want Jazz to remember before we end this.
This shit.
You don't even know what I'm about to say.
It's gonna be some bullshit.
Is that what you think of me, really?
Just roll on, Kris. Roll on.
Hold on. All right. Happy birthday, Jazz. Yo, we never mentioned a super important part of the Scream franchise, Kirby. Shout outs to Kirby. She's still alive. Shout outs to Kirby. She's still alive. She coming back in Scream 6.
And
she was just in a big street fight. What was you at, Kris? You couldn't roll up? You couldn't go and help her?
You married, cuz. She's straight. I'm talking about Kirby. I ain't talking about Hayden. Kirby. Shout out to Kirby.
She was too.
Top 5 character in the Scream franchise. Yes, that's my ledge. Number 2. We getting that done.
Wait. So you putting her before Randy?
Yeah, she up there. She up there with Sydney, Dewey. I put Sam up there. Yeah.
No, you won't. You won't.
Yes.
You don't even like her that much. You're only saying Sam because
she's
you
the
know
main
I'm
character. All right, my bad. But yeah, shout
Melissa,
out to Kirby.
we love you. Melissa, we love you. We appreciate you.
Yes, we love you, Melissa. I don't know,
No, she know. Y'all know. So I don't even got to sit up here and be like, I'm playing. I'm not.
You dead serious. That's
that
crazy.
Shit is facts.
Thank you for listening. Was it good though? The answer was yes. Scream 5. Tune in for our next episode. I don't know what we're gonna do yet. We'll, figure something out. Hopefully,
probably a show.
Probably a show. Maybe Stranger Things. Maybe Atlanta. Maybe Breaking Bad. Better Call Saul.
No.
Fuck out of here, nigga.
That's unnecessary. Hold on. I'm throwing out suggestions and y'all. That's crazy.
Boo!
That's crazy. All right, we'll figure something out.
Tomato.
Bro, bricks. All
right, we figure something out. Thanks for listening. See y'all next week. Deuces.